In the previous sessions, we have already studied the physical, economic, social factors and natural factors that affect the population. In this today's session, we are going to study that how human factors are going to affect the population. What are the intervention of human and what are the factors which is directly going to affect the population. Now in that, the first point is agriculture. Increase in agricultural production due to use of fertilizers and irrigation make it possible to support more population. So as compared to the ancient time, nowadays because of developed agricultural technologies like the technique of irrigation, the use of fertilizers and pesticides has made agriculture possible in any type of land. Okay. So because of that large amount of yield is being made, and it is also made, the agriculture is also used for the commercial purpose. Type of agriculture, crops grown, method of cultivation, specialization of particular crops are other characteristic of agriculture that affect the distribution of population. So as now the agro-based industries are totally dependent on agriculture, so even agriculture can give a good scope to the secondary businesses and even tertiary businesses. The plantation technique, the monoculture qualities, and the other characteristic of agriculture has made the distribution population more high. Next is mining. Areas with good quality mineral deposit attracts industries. Mining and industrial activities generate employment. So skilled and semi-skilled workers move to these areas and make them densely populated. So wherever there is good quality of mineral deposit, the raw material, at such places you can see that there is lot of population involved over there. Why? Because such industries they attract the people like skilled and semi skilled, the laborers. Okay, so all type of people are being hired at that place, so these areas are generally densely populated. Katanga Copper Belt in Zambia, the Chota Nagpur Plateau in India, coal and iron fields of Western Europe, the Manchurian region of China, and Appalachian Mountains of USA are the examples where population is densely due to the availability of minerals. So Katanga, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Manchurian region, these are all the areas which are very good in minerals, and because of this, large and dense population is seen at this particular place. Some minerals are highly valuable and they are extracted despite odd physical conditions. So, some minerals like gold, which is highly valuable. So, because of odd physical condition means what? Because of other physical problems, still at that place the minerals are being extracted and those areas are still densely populated. This is true for precious and rare minerals like gold and mineral oil. For example, gold mines area in Australian desert, mineral oil in desert region of Southwest Asian countries. So these are the areas where gold mines can be seen and where mineral oils can be obtained. Next is transportation. The roads or highways may increase the population here. Such regions are easy to access because of roads, thus increase the density. So wherever there are good roads, there are good well equipped highways, such places are very easy to access. You can easily go, you can conveniently go at those places. Because of this, these areas are obviously densely populated. On the contrary, if accessibility is difficult, it takes more time and is costlier to reach there, then the region is sparsely populated. If if the area is not well good in transportation, so it is very difficult for us to reach there. It gets very inconvenient to go at those places. So because of that, the time is mostly consumed as well as the cost to reach there is also high. So such areas are sparsely populated. So you can take an example of plateau and mountainous region. So in the plain region, what do you see? The surface is plain. Because of that, the transportation facility is good. And due to this, the population of that particular plain region is densely populated. But if you take an example of mountainous region, you can see that the elevated area is there, hilly terrain is there. Because of that, what happens? The transportation is very much low, because the building cost of roads will also be high. So such to reach at such places, the time is consumed more and it is very much costlier. Sea transport led to discovery of new places. Port cities got developed. The population grew due to trade. Now the next is sea transportation. As you know that we have three modes of transportation. First is airways, second is waterways, and third is roadways. Okay. Among all these ways, the most less costliest transportation is sea transportation, that is water transportation. So because of the development of the water transportation, it is very easy to go at different places in a very cheap rate. Okay. And because of ports, you can land your ships and harbors at those ports, and you can load and unload the goods, and because of this, the trade has been accelerated. For example, the construction of Suez Canal has increased the exchange of raw materials and goods. Therefore, the population appears to be concentrated in coastal areas. So they have given you the example of Suez Canal, where the exchange of raw materials and goods are done only because of that Suez Canal. Large amount of area from different countries are being connected, and they are trading through the Suez Canal, which makes them easy to transport the raw materials and goods, and because of that, the population is highly concentrated at that particular area. Now, the next is urbanization. The growth of industries is possible for the development of towns and cities. Tertiary activities like transportation, trade, and other services has also increased in order to cater to the needs of growing urban population. So, because of industries and because of large amount of development, the towns and cities are being growing at a higher amount. And as the towns and cities are growing, definitely the activities like secondary, tertiary, and quaternary activities are in boom. So what are the things which comes under those activities? The things like industrialization, transportation, trade, all these things leads to the growing urban population. Cities offer better employment opportunity, educational and medical facilities, better means of transport and communication. So as compared to the rural areas, the cities or the urban areas, they definitely offer better employment, better education, better medical facilities, and they have good means of transport and communication. In many areas of the world, a continuous urban belt is found. For example, Greater Mumbai. So, there is a particular place where the development is continuously found. So, they have given the example of Mumbai. Political factors and government policies. Now, even these are the factors which are affected by the human intervention. Besides all the above factors, the policy of various governments also affect the population distribution and density. The government may choose to promote population in an area or depopulate it. Suppose if an area is there where there is very less population, so government can shift some percentage of people to that particular place so that the population can be medium. From which place? From the highly densely populated place. So government can depopulate an area as well as it can promote the population also in a particular area. Now they have given the two examples. One is of promoting the population and second is of depopulating the population. The government promoted human settlement in parts of Siberia by giving more opportunity and special incentives. So, in the parts of Siberia, The Siberian government, they attracted the people by giving them more opportunities of job, of education, and even special incentives, means good facilities, special good innovative things to do. So such things they had offered, and they had attracted the people in this Siberia. And the second example is how they have depopulated a place. Example is in Japan, the government is giving incentives to people to leave Tokyo, as about one third of Japan lives in Tokyo. As you know, Tokyo lies in Japan, so large amount of population is seen in Tokyo. So the Japanese government is offering the people the incentives to leave the Tokyo and to stay somewhere else, because large amount of Japanese population is found in Tokyo. Okay, so these are the two examples. Other factors like distance from the sea coast, accessibility, natural harbors, source of energy, navigable rivers or canals, cultural facilities, migration, economic activities, technology, etc., affect the distribution of population in the world. So along with all these things, even the distance from sea coast, how is the accessibility, the transportation, so natural harbors, so source of energy, so all these things also affect the distribution of population of the world. Adverse physical conditions and lack of sufficient transport, lack of sufficient opportunities for means of livelihood are mainly responsible for discouraging inhabitation in certain areas. So even if the condition is adverse, if the physical condition is not good, if the opportunities are not well, so because of this also what happens, it mainly discourage the inhabitation in that particular. So thank you.